There's a guy in every room who just always seems put together. Not overdressed, not trying too hard, just clean, fresh. Like he showered 20 minutes ago even if he's been in meetings since 8 in the morning. And then there's the other guy. Same morning routine, maybe even more products. But by 2 in the afternoon, something's off. The shirt's lost its crispness. There's something in the air around him that wasn't there at 9. He can't quite figure out what went wrong. The difference between those two guys isn't luck, and it isn't genetics. It's a system. A small, specific set of habits and choices made before the day even starts that determine how you come across 12 hours later. This video is that system. Let's get into it. It starts in the shower, and most guys are already getting this wrong. Hot showers feel incredible. There's no argument there. But hot water strips your skin of its natural oils, the ones that keep your skin barrier intact, your skin from overproducing oil throughout the day, and ironically, your body odor from developing as fast. The fix isn't a cold shower, although that has its own benefits. The fix is finishing with 30 seconds of cool water before you get out. It closes your pores, it seals the skin barrier, it wakes you up, and it genuinely affects how your skin behaves for the rest of the day. Guys who start doing this notice their skin feels less oily by midday within about a week of consistency. While you're in the shower, actually wash the areas that matter most for odor. Armpits, obviously, but also groin area, behind the knees, and your feet. These are the hot spots where bacteria accumulate, and bacteria is what actually causes body odor, not sweat. Sweat itself is almost odorless. It's the bacteria on your skin breaking it down that creates the smell. So scrub those areas properly, with actual body wash and actual friction, not just letting water run over them and calling it done. After the shower, your choices in the next 5 minutes set the foundation for the entire day. Moisturize while your skin is still slightly damp, within 2 minutes of getting out. This locks in hydration instead of applying it to already dry skin. A lightweight, non-greasy moisturizer takes about 30 seconds to apply and dramatically reduces the chance of your skin going oily or ashy by afternoon. If you're skipping this step because you think moisturizer is unnecessary or complicated, this is one of the highest return 5-second habits you can add to your morning. Deodorant goes on clean, dry skin, not on top of last night's layer, not over a slight layer of sweat because you applied it while still warm from the shower. Dry skin. That's when it adheres properly, and that's when it actually works throughout the day. And here's the thing most guys don't know about antiperspirant specifically. It works better if you apply it at night before bed, rather than in the morning. Your sweat glands are less active when you're asleep, which means the active ingredient actually gets absorbed into the gland and blocks sweat output more effectively. Apply at night, shower in the morning, and you still have protection carrying through the day without needing to reapply. If heavy sweating is something you deal with, try this for 2 weeks and notice the difference. Now let's talk about clothes, because what you put on matters as much as how clean you are underneath it. Natural fibers breathe. Cotton, linen, merino wool. They regulate temperature, they wick moisture, and they don't trap odor the way synthetic fabrics do. A polyester shirt might look identical to a cotton one on a hanger, but by midday in a warm room, they are not the same experience. If you're wearing synthetic fabrics regularly and wondering why freshness doesn't last, that's a significant part of the answer. This doesn't mean you need to throw out every piece of synthetic clothing you own. It means being smart about which pieces you wear closest to your skin, your base layer, your everyday shirts, your underwear. These specifically should be natural fibers where possible. Fit matters here too. Clothes that are too tight trap heat and moisture against your body. Clothes with proper airflow, not baggy, just well fitted. Let your body breathe and regulate temperature properly throughout the day. And the underrated one, don't put on yesterday's clothes, even if they smell fine. Your nose acclimatizes to your own scent faster than anyone else's does. Smells fine to me is not the same as smells fresh to everyone else in the room. Fragrance is its own section, because most guys are using it wrong and it's costing them. More is not more. Cologne applied at close range, in heavy quantity, doesn't make you smell better. It makes you smell aggressive. And it fades unevenly, leaving behind whatever the heaviest base notes are, which are usually the least pleasant on their own. The right application is 2 to 3 sprays maximum, on pulse points, neck, wrists, maybe the chest. These areas generate heat that gently diffuses the scent throughout the day instead of blasting it all at once. Moisturized skin holds fragrance significantly longer than dry skin. If you've ever noticed your cologne seems to disappear within 2 hours, dry skin is usually the reason. Apply an unscented moisturizer first, let it absorb, then apply your fragrance on top. The difference in longevity is noticeable. One more thing on fragrance that nobody talks about. The inside of your wrists is one of the worst places to apply it if you rub them together afterwards. Rubbing breaks down the top notes, the first impression of the scent, and accelerates the dry down to base notes only. Spray and leave it. Don't rub. Midday is where most guys fall apart, and it's usually because they have no midday system at all. They did everything right in the morning and then just hoped it carried through. A few small things that make a significant difference in the middle of the day. Carry blotting papers or a clean handkerchief. If your face goes oily or shiny by lunch, a blotting paper removes the excess oil without disturbing whatever moisturizer or product you applied in the morning. Takes 5 seconds in a bathroom. Makes a visible difference. Mouth freshness is a big one, and not just about brushing your teeth in the morning. Coffee, food, and dry mouth from not drinking enough water throughout the day all affect how your breath comes across by afternoon. A small pack of gum or breath strips in your pocket, and genuinely drinking water consistently, not just a big glass in the morning, handles most of this without any complicated routine. Keep a travel-sized deodorant in your bag or desk if your days run long or active. A 30-second reapplication after lunch, before an afternoon meeting or an evening out, is the kind of small detail that separates a guy who always seems fresh from a guy who's hoping for the best. Then there's the stuff underneath all of this that most grooming videos never talk about. What you eat and drink genuinely affects how you smell. This isn't about being extreme, it's just about being aware. Heavily processed foods, excessive red meat, and especially raw onion and garlic don't just affect your breath. They can affect your body odor through your sweat for hours after eating them. If you have an important day, a date, a significant meeting, what you eat the night before and that morning is part of your freshness strategy, not separate from it. Water is the simplest and most underrated one. Dehydration concentrates the compounds in your sweat that contribute to odor. Staying well hydrated throughout the day genuinely keeps your sweat cleaner. 8 glasses isn't some arbitrary wellness myth. It's a legitimate freshness tool. Let's bring it all together. Finish your shower with cool water and actually scrub the areas that matter for odor. Armpits, groin, feet. Moisturize within 2 minutes of getting out and apply deodorant or antiperspirant to completely dry skin. Wear natural fibers close to your skin, clothes that fit well and allow airflow, and never rewear clothes that have been worn once without washing. Apply fragrance correctly. 2 to 3 sprays on pulse points, on moisturized skin, and don't rub your wrists together. Build a midday system. Blotting papers, water, a travel deodorant, and gum are the whole kit. And remember that what you eat and drink is part of the equation, not separate from it. Freshness isn't something that happens to some guys and not others. It's a system. And now you have one. If this gave you something you're actually going to use today, subscribe.